It's Portia here with Stitch Story, and I want to share with you all some purchases that I recently made. The Expression Fiber Arts yarn, the Knit Picks ball winder, and the Craft Destiny yarn swift. So I purchased the yarn first, but because it's in a hank, that led me to want a winder, and then I said, hey, I need a swift as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you all how I put together the swift as well as the winder, and then we're going to get together for the first time wind the yarn. Check it out. So when you receive a hank of yarn, it comes twisted just like this. It's very difficult to work with just as is. So what you're going to do is use the ball winder to form it into what's called a yarn cake. So let's go ahead and put our winder together. Now what comes in the box is the actual main component, the winder itself. It is a, let's see, eggplant purple and a mauve color. So very attractive color wise. This is the piece that goes here, and it actually is what you will form your yarn cake out of. And then you have this here. This is the clamp that'll allow it to clamp to your table. So let's go ahead and put it together. We're going to start by unscrewing this little piece here. And this is the part that attaches to the device itself and your table. And if you turn the ball winder upside down, you'll see here it'll say fasten. I'm going to insert this in right here. And we're going to use our little screw here to fasten it down. So we're going to just tighten it up. And then we definitely want to make it as tight as possible. We don't want it moving around when we are trying to wind our yarn. So from here, this is the piece that will allow us to clamp it to our table. And we just unscrew this lug nut. We tighten it, we screw it till it gets to the right thickness to support the device itself. So let's move on to that. Let's go ahead and get it attached to the table. So we're going to unscrew our lug nut here. And it feels pretty secure. I have the handle in place where I can use it properly. We're going to end up threading the yarn through this piece here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get it all tightened up. I like that. That's secure. So we're going to use this next piece, and this actually holds the yarn, and we're going to secure it right in there, and it twists a little bit to lock it in. And there we have the piece fully attached to the table. We're going to go ahead and work with our umbrella. Alright, so it's kind of a big piece. So we have the actual full device itself here. This piece is going to help with the tension to attach it to the table, and there's also an extra piece here as well for the same thing. And then this secures the umbrella section once you put your hank of yarn around it. So this enables you, the yarn swift enables you not to need any help from anyone else holding it or trying to secure your yarn itself into a basket or something like that, or even some can wrap it around a chair. This is just, it's going to make life easier. So let's get this set up. Let's put this piece in first, the part that will hold the tension for the top half of the swift. And then we'll insert this piece here. Now let's get it attached to the table. Gotta hold it pretty tightly. but it doesn't take long to tighten there. It's completely secure already. Let's go ahead and get it opened up. Now it's ready to receive our hank of yarn. Now that we're all set up, let's go ahead and get our hank of yarn placed on our swift so we can begin to make our yarn cake. So we're just gonna unwind. Get this placed over. So I'm gonna close this a little bit more. We're going to place this on here, and we're going to open it up until we find the tension that we need. That feels pretty good. I'm going to tighten it back. So raise this up, tighten it back. Definitely have to get used to using this. So now we are going to find our free edge. If I remember, it was in the green section. There we go. And now what we're going to do is place this underneath the protruding piece on the ball winder. Gonna lift it up, wind it through. 1, 2. So now it's all the way through. And then we're going to place the end tail here. Feels a little loose. We're gonna double that up. Okay. Now on the actual handle, it tells you what direction to turn in. So if the Knit Picks ball winder is facing you, you're going to want to turn in that direction. So we're going to turn right. Go slowly. So I am helping the umbrella to move because I'm realizing as I'm doing this, it is a little bit of tension. So I don't know if I have the objects too close together, but I don't want to lose where I am and it gets stuck or tangled. So we're just going to keep going. There we go. And we're near the end here, and it's all done. So let's take a look at what we have here. We're going to just slide it off. So here we have it. We have officially turned our hank of yarn into a cake of yarn. I really enjoyed the experience, honestly. It was relaxing. Once we actually got the yarn going, because on the umbrella it was a little tough at first, or the tension was a little tight, so I pulled a little bit as I was winding. But once we got it going, it was easy peasy. I would say it took me less than 10 minutes. It feels like less than 5 minutes, honestly. Not long at all. The yarn swift was very easy to put together. I will say though, as I was turning it to attach it to the table, there was times where it felt a little tough, but the product is made of wood. So I know as I use it more often, it'll loosen up. And then it did come with a second tension rod or tension piece. So perhaps there is wear and tear because it is made of wood. But as far as the yarn swift itself, I do believe it's a lifesaver. Again, you don't necessarily have to have it, but it makes life easier. As far as the Knit Picks ball winder, that's a necessity. If you use hanks all the time, you're going to want to be able to efficiently turn it into something easy to work with. Like with this, we now have a center pull, and it's going to be very effective when we are creating our projects. So both pieces together, I feel like, are a time saver, and it just makes going into your next project stress-free, again, when you're using a hank of yarn. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please drop them right below. I will absolutely respond. Do not forget to go ahead and subscribe right now to Porcha's Stitch Story. Just use the subscribe button right below this video. Until next time, bye-bye.